Baby, let's talk sister signs. You know, those zodiac pairs that sit across from each other on the zodiac wheel? Some are power couples, and some hot messes with a karmic twist. So let's talk about who should lock it down and who should just block each other instead. Aries and Libra. They should date sometimes. Sometimes. This is tension meets temptation. Aries brings the fire, Libra brings the finesse. Aries says, I want it now. Libra says, let's weigh the pros and cons. Don't get me wrong, it can work if Aries stops being so impulsive and Libra stops being so people pleasing. Because I'm thinking like passionate, feisty debates ending up in even passionate, feisty, But if neither wants to budge, baby, it's war, not wedding bells. Taurus and Scorpio. No, don't date unless you're ready for a seriously intense therapy session. And I don't mean just one session. I mean, baby, you're going to go for years. Both are possessive as fuck. Both are stubborn as fuck. Because Taurus wants consistency and Scorpio wants like this soul tie. Like one wrong text and all of a sudden it's World War III. All because somebody responded with K instead of okay. And now they're overthinking what the fuck that meant. Don't get me wrong. The sex is electric, baby. It's all that stubbornness and tension. It does go into the bedroom. I mean, I think with all sister signs, this happens. But when that silence hits, because they both are great at doing like that silent treatment, it's deadly. This is really like twin obsessions colliding. Beautiful, but volatile. It's like watching a storm on TV. It's like, oh wow, nature's so beautiful. But you wouldn't want to be standing next to that tornado. Gemini and Sagittarius. Absolutely. I love these two together. But only if they're the two that match. Because these are two signs that can vary based off different people, different placements. This is a duo that thrives on curiosity. They thrive on like chaos. They both got commitment issues. This would be a great situationship turned relationship. Like Gemini likes to talk in circles. Sagittarius loves to like run in a straight line away from things. Both love their freedom and they both love adventure. Together, both of them could really like travel the world or disappear from each other like mid-relationship. The only thing with this duo, it's like, don't expect a lot of emotional depth. They would definitely need to learn to like sit down and actually communicate their feelings and emotions and sensitivities. The two that aren't going to do that, that's why I said this is a situationship, and this might be a long ass situationship. Like y'all just kind of like fuck around for 3 years and then somehow like after a while y'all are like together. But it's such fun energies. I like it. I like it because they kind of like complement each other and they also are very like low risk, low maintenance. I don't feel like neither one of them are like trying to be too intense when the other one is like, what are you doing? That's why I think these two would work. Cancer and Capricorn. Underrated soulmates, I guess. I don't usually dig this duo. I'm not gonna lie, I don't usually dig this duo. But with supporting placements in the birth chart, this could really, really work. Cancer says, let me nurture you. Capricorn says, let me build the house for you. Let's build our legacy. Together, they kind of have this well-roundedness. It gives mommy and daddy. I'll handle the finances, you handle the feelings and the kids, that type of vibe. Like divvying up household duties based off like traditional stances in relationships. The only problem is, which is why like, I feel like on paper they're good, but personally, I don't really like ship them like that, is Capricorns can be very emotionally MIA. Like, not fuck guarded. Where is your emotions? And Cancer can expect people to read their minds. How is this going to work emotionally? Like, yeah, you guys are building the perfect home together, but also like both of you aren't being emotionally poured into in the way that you need it. So if they get over like the emotional obstacles in the relationship, I think this is a dynamic that could really, really work just because of the energies supporting each other. But like I said, without addressing the emotional differences, I'm going to give it a no. But in theory, on paper, it's a yes. Leo and Aquarius. No. This is cute in books and movies. In real life, out in the wild, no. Leo wants center stage. Aquarius wants to rewrite the script. Leo says, look at me. Aquarius is like, sit down. Aquariuses don't really like theatrics and drama and mess and loud noises. And that all is kind of Leo energy. And Leos want adoration, they want applause, they want validation from their partner, you know? They want compliments from their partner. They want to know that like you're their biggest fan. Aquarius doesn't give cheerleader. They're loyal, they can be committed to you, you know, they support you, but they aren't like very verbal with affirmations that I feel like Leo needs. Aquarius will detach when they're overwhelmed. And a Leo just gets louder, trying to like really get their point across, which makes an Aquarius turn their fucking ears off. It's giving like we fell for each other at that point in our lives when we were trying something new or like chasing like our shadow self. Virgo and Pisces, yes, when they're healed. Virgo's precision meets like Pisces' poetic nature. I love it. When it works, Virgo's able to like ground Pisces' dreams and like plan to actually like bring them to the real world. And Pisces can soften Virgo's like neurotic, rigid nature, you know? It can help them heal all that chaos in their minds from like overthinking, overanalyzing, being too focused on the details. Together, they, like I said with Cancer and Capricorn, Pisces and Virgo, like they really round each other out. They would be really great like healers. They would be that couple that like takes in foster kids when they're healed. When they're not healed, together they will destroy each other's psyche. Because Virgo can get too critical and then Pisces can get, you know, they become escapists. It's giving like psychiatrists and their worst client decided to date when they're not healed. But, I still ship this. I still ship it. I don't care. Sister signs are cosmic mirrors, baby. Sometimes they reflect your perfect match. Sometimes. Other times they reflect your unhealed trauma. So date wisely, babe. Check that synastry before you dive into a sister sign relationship. Have you dated your sister sign? Please let me know how it went. And if y'all still together, how are you making it work?